want to get into the month that we're about to have in July as far as box office goes, because holy shit. Jurassic World Rebirth tracking to set off major box office fireworks with a $100 million to $125 million opening. So I don't know if this will set the record for a Jurassic Park / World movie, but that's a pretty big opening. Universal and Steven Spielberg's Emblem are restarting the franchise with an all-new ensemble cast led by Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey. The movie, which is crazy. So you have Scarlett Johansson, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, Mahershala Ali, an attempt at Blade, and Jonathan Bailey. If you guys don't know, this guy, I'm pretty sure that guy was Ian from Thor, the Darcy's intern. So we got the MCU characters and Jurassic World. The movie opening over the long 4th of July holiday. The dinos will stomp back into the theaters just in time to set off major fireworks at the 4th of July holiday, or at least that's the hope. If tracking is correct, Universal Jurassic World Rebirth should be anywhere from $120 million to $125 million. What's the difference between $5 million? Just say $125 million. Over the 5-day holiday corridor. The pick opens in North America on July 2nd, a Wednesday. Universal and Steven Spielberg's Emblem of the home of the multi-billion-dollar franchises is trying to manage expectations by stressing that the pick could come in on the lower end of tracking and even in the $90 to $100 million range. That is still good and much better than the $25 million that Ballerina was last weekend. In 2015, Jurassic World opened to a series best at $208 million. Wow. Yeah, but that's 2015. That's the mid 2010s. Everything was popping off. Domestically, not adjusted for inflation. The two films that follow Jurassic World, 2018's Jurassic World and Jurassic World Dominion from 2022, opened to 148 and 145 million respectively. Yeah, that's because those were significantly worse than the first one. The trio films, that's a lot like the Star Wars movies. Each one opened lower than the previous one. The trio of films were anchored by stars Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Dominion played the nostalgia card and also featured the original franchise stars. The aptly titled Rebirth takes place 5 years after the events of filmmaker Colin Trevorrow's Dominion and features an all-new ensemble cast that we just read about. Gareth Edwards directed the 7th Jurassic from a script by David Kopp, who worked on Jurassic Park and its 1997 prequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Why would they just call it Jurassic Park The Lost World? The fuck? Universal insiders say that the film costs far less than two titles, or what? The film costs far less than the last two titles for a net $180 million before marketing. That's still kind of excessive. I thought for sure it would have been cheaper, but it's okay. And Jurassic World Rebirth, only a limited number of dinosaurs remain and reside in specialized biospheres, and 3 of these creatures hold the key to potentially life-saving drug. Covert operations expert Zora Bennett, Scarlett Johansson, attempts to secure the genetic material from the dinosaurs, but ends up stranded with a civilian family on an island that holds the secret being kept from humanity for decades. So with this, what I wanted to actually make the most, I guess, known in this little section here is that Jurassic World is set to open. We'll go on the low end and say 90 million, like the Spielbergs are saying. 90 million to $100 million. So we'll just round it up to 100 million. We're not going to go as high as 125 million. So, but you have that opening in the first weekend of July. And then after that, we're going to get what I have next. Superman, projected at $140 million opening weekend. I don't think so. That last trailer was sick, but I don't think that's going to be it. But the Superman ticket pre-sale start, new trailer drops, $140 million opening weekend. There's no bigger movie coming out than Superman. I disagree. I think Jurassic World, those movies just make money. It's ridiculous. With that said, the Superman tickets pre-sale start today. This was yesterday. Opening, or it's looking good, and internally I don't know what that meant to say international, but $140 million domestic opening weekend is now being projected. So if we're just going on projections, we have $100 million for Jurassic World. We have $140 million for Superman. And up next, too, after that, we have Fantastic Four with another $125 to $136 million opening. Now, openings this year have not been very high. Like there's been a couple. I think Minecraft and Lilo and Stitch had the biggest openings of the domestically in the weekend. But in this month of July, if we get $100 million for Jurassic World, 140, so just round it up to 150, simple math. So that puts you at $250 million so far for July, and then capping off July, you got another $125 million. So and then on top of that, you still have another big release in July. It's not as big, but this movie does come out in July. I Know What You Did Last Summer, that is, it has become a cult series, not just a cult classic. It's become a cult series, and I think people are excited for this. It's just sliding under the bus because these other three movies are so huge. So, but with that, if these predictions and projections go according to plan and maybe even go higher, we're looking at a summer, not even just a summer, a month, just the month of July. That's almost at $500 million just in the opening weekends of these movies. That's insane. That would be amazing for the box office. It would be amazing for the studios. It'd be amazing for the theaters. And most importantly, if the movies are good, it'd be amazing for the audiences. I love seeing this. And it makes me so happy to see that like people are excited to go to the movies again. And I don't even think Jurassic World, their tickets have gone on sale yet. So when their tickets go on sale, we'll get a better look at it. So we'll see. But a lot of people nowadays are kind of going back to the old way where it's just walk up business. I've noticed that quite a bit, to where like I didn't buy my Fantastic Four tickets until they came out like a week or two ago. I didn't buy them until like I think Monday, and there are still plenty of seats that were available. It was a full theater, but still plenty of seats. So a lot of people are starting to do the old way of walking up or just checking something out last minute because they don't want to deal with the hassle of the online fees or sites shutting down. Apparently, sites shut down for Fantastic Four, but that wasn't necessarily true. It wasn't because of Fantastic Four. Otherwise, we would have seen sites shut down for Superman because Superman blew past that expectation. So not only am I excited to see what the pre-tracking is like going up to it, but I'm excited to see the weekend these come out, how much more business they get. Especially for Jurassic World, they have almost like a 6-day weekend because they're going to start doing the early screenings on Tuesday. So that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday's the 4th of July. So it might actually be a low Friday. And then you got Saturday, Sunday, and then the projections come out, or the numbers come out Monday. So like it has almost an entire week to just get a gang load of money. So I'm really excited for the month of July. I'm so happy it's only a month away, almost about half a month away now. And so, yeah, so we got Jurassic World projected to open between 190 to 100 million. I'm not going to count this 125 just yet. I'll wait till the pre-sales come out, which I'm surprised they haven't. With that, and then Superman around 140. I like rounding up just to make math easy, and then it'll adjust itself. The fuck. And then Fantastic Four with between 125 and 130 million. I think it'll be a little bit lower than that, but still. And then you still have I Know What You Did Last Summer opening July 18th. So that sounds like such a fun July. Every single week, there's a new movie coming out that's awesome. And then that's like this month too. This month of June, there's so much good stuff coming out, and that has come out. So with that, let me know down below, what do you think about these box office numbers? Do you think they are way off? Do you think they're on track? Do you think maybe it'll be more when all the walk-up business comes? You go ahead and let me know down below.